Though even now close over us, that means though even now, even at this moment, close over us means above us. The silver star means the morning star or Venus, thy guide. Thy guide means Tithonus is calling Venus the guide of Eos. Why so? Because the morning star or Venus is the first one to be visible in the morning's sky. The other stars, the moon, they are visible during night time, and uh, as the night changes into morning, uh, morning star or Venus is the first uh, celestial body, or it's the first thing to appear in the morning sky, and it acts as a guide to the goddess of dawn. So he says that above us at this moment, the morning star, which is your guide, shines in those tremulous eyes that fill with tears. That means the morning star is reflected at this moment, it is reflected, or it is being reflected in those tremulous eyes of yours that fill with tears to hear me. He says that your eyes have filled with tears on hearing my uh, complaints, on hearing my about my misery, on hearing my story. Your eyes have filled with tears. And tremulous. Tremulous means trembling, that is shaking. So her eyes are trembling or shaking because she's crying. To hear me, let me go. So the question mark over here, as you can see, it is a continuation, because he had asked her, right? Can thy love, thy beauty make amends, though even now close over us? The silver star thy guide shines in those tremulous eyes that fill with tears to hear me. So that question mark is for that particular question, because he is sort of uh, talking about two very different ideas, right? But it is a sort of a continuation. Hearing my plight, on hearing my misery, you are crying. The basic idea is that you're crying, and how to convey it in the most poetic way, to say that the morning star, thy guide, is uh, it shines in your tremulous eyes that are filled with tears. So basically, your eyes are teary, they are trembling, that is shaking, and the morning star, which is your guide, it is also reflected in your eyes. Okay, to create a sort of a picture in the mind of the viewer, of the reader, these lines have been created in such a poetic manner. Why should a man desire in any way? Let me go, take back thy gift. So he says, he pleads her that please let me go, take back your gift. Which means he is asking her to please let me. So he's asking her to please let him die. So he says, please let me die, take back your gift. The gift of immortality that you have given me, please take it back. I do not want it. Please let me die. Why should a man desire in any way to vary from the kindly race of men, or pass beyond the goal of ordinance, where all should pause as is meet for all? These four lines. The gist of these lines, the basic idea of these lines is that he is basically, now that his gift of immortality has completely turned into a curse, it is no longer a gift for him. Now his experience is not sweet, it's bitter. His experience has turned bitter, it is not sweet at all. Since his experience is not sweet at all, now he does not want immortality, and now he questions the very idea that it is a manner of saying that it is so foolish if a man desires to be different from the other men, to cross that limit that has been put up by nature on human life, to desire to conquer death. It is foolish if a man, if a person, if a human being desires to be an immortal, to vary from the kindly race of men, which means to be different from the kindly race of men, which means to be different from the other humans, from to be different from his own race, or pass beyond the goal of ordinance. That means, why should a person desire to trespass beyond the reasonable limits of human life? Which means that, each one of us, our life has a certain limit, which is death. We all know that eventually we are all going to die. So, why should a human being try to cross that limit? Where all should pause as is most meet for all. So, where every human being should pause before this limit. They should not try to cross this limit. They should not try to cross this boundary. So, the gist is that humans should not try to conquer death. Okay. So, goal of ordinance you can write down. Goal of ordinance means the natural limit of a human lifespan. Natural limit of human life. That means death. What is the limit to human life? How is human life limited? In what manner? Death is the limit to human life. It forms the limit to human life, the end to human life. And this natural limitation to human life, which is death, it serves as a proper boundary, which should not be crossed. This is what Tithonus is saying over here, that this boundary should not be crossed. It is a rule. It has been ordained. It is a sort of a rule which human beings should not try to uh, break. They should not try to cross this boundary. Now it is sort of ironical that the being that once wanted to conquer death, become immortal, forever stay with Eos, now he is the one who is questioning this very idea of immortality, and he is in a way saying that it is not appropriate to try to conquer death, to try to escape death. Okay. Now the third stanza begins. A soft air fans the cloud apart. There comes a glimpse of that dark world where I was born. A soft air. Soft air means a gentle breeze. You know, breeze is blowing softly, gently, and it fans the cloud apart. Means it parts the cloud. The cloud is parted. You know, it is sort of divided so that there is a space created between it from where Tithonus can catch a glimpse of the dark world, that is the earth where he was born. Because now he's not living on earth anymore, he is living with a goddess, he's living in the heavens. So now he's catching a glimpse of the earth beneath. Glimpse you can write down. Glimpse is a partial or brief or passing view of something. Uh, it is very different to look at something very clearly for a good amount of time, or to stand, stop, and look clearly at something. But catching a glimpse means you partially saw something, or a passing view of something. Something you were moving, or that thing was moving, and then you got a slight glimpse of it, of that particular thing, or you saw it for a very short, very brief moment. So catching a glimpse of the earth means he cannot see it completely. He's seeing it partially. Why? Because he's seeing it through the clouds. Once more the old mysterious glimmer steals from thy pure brows and from thy shoulders pure, and bosom beating with a heart renewed. Now over here he's talking about whom? Tithonus is talking about Eos. He is telling her that once more means once again, the old mysterious glimmer steals from thy pure brows. The old mysterious glimmer. Glimmer is basically a weak light which is not steady. So a light or a glow steals from your, so it is visible, okay, it is emanating from your pure shoulders, pure brows, which means from your lovely forehead and from your lovely shoulders. This means that he is saying that, like always, a sort of glow is coming out of Eos's body. Eos's body is emanating a glow. Why? Because she's a goddess. And bosom beating with a heart renewed, which means her chest. Whose chest? The chest of Eos is beating with a heart renewed. That is, a renewed heart means it is as if her heart has become new again, because she is forever young. She never gets old. So, to Tithonus, who is getting old, continuously aging, and not even dying but continuously aging, to him To him, Eos, her youthfulness seems as if the heart in her chest, it becomes new again and again. It renews itself, which means that he wants to say that she is forever young. Bosom beating with a heart renewed is that she is forever young. Thy cheek begins to redden through the gloom. Your cheek is beginning to blush. Cheek is beginning to blush through the gloom, through the darkness, through the darkness. Since earlier it was night time, and now that Eos's time has come, morning has come, so cheeks, her cheek is also blushing. It has begun to blush. It has begun to redden through the darkness. Now darkness is going to turn into brightness because it is the time of the morning. Thy sweet eyes brighten slowly close to mine. Your sweet eyes brighten slowly close to mine. So your eyes are slowly brightening, and your eyes are looking at me. Slowly close to mine means your eyes are looking into my eyes, looking into mine, and slowly brightening. Why do you think her eyes are brightening? Her cheeks are reddening. Since it is Eos's time of the day, her energy has significantly, her powers, her godliness her godly powers have significantly, they are at their highest because it is her time of the day. So that is why we can also say that her bosom is beating with a heart renewed, because now she's filled with a new energy, because it is morning time, morning has come. So morning, it is her time, it is the time of dawn, so she is filled with renewed energy. So her heart, it seems as if her chest, it is beating with a fresh heart, with a new heart. Okay. Yet they blind the stars, yet they blind the stars. Okay, even though your eyes are slowly brightening, they haven't brightened, they haven't become so bright as of now that they will when they put out the light of the stars, which means that she is slowly, coming into full power. She's becoming the most powerful of her. She's turning, her power is at its highest, her glory is at its highest. But still her eyes haven't brightened as much, because now her powers are slowly rising, and when she will be in her full glory, her eyes will brighten so much that they will um, sort of put out the light of the stars. So all of these lines, you know uh, all of these lines, even these ones, they show how glorious she is. If you would remember, in the earlier stanza, we read about how Tithonus was once a man full of beauty, so glorious in beauty and thy choice. And but see, Eos is still as glorious, as beautiful, as charismatic, as powerful as she was when Tithonus was young. So her beauty and her glory hasn't died, it is still there. So the gist of these lines is that while Tithonus has completely lost his beauty, charisma, glory, and charm, Eos, the goddess of dawn, is still as charismatic and as glorious as ever.